Test, test.
I can hear you.
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear now. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Good
evening, everybody, and welcome to TurkPride.tv for tonight's North Sound Conference girls basketball matchup between the hometown Sultan Lady Turks and the visiting Coupeville Wolves. We're going to have our national anthem, and we'll be back to action in just a moment. All right, our national anthem, courtesy of the award-winning Sultan High School pep band under the direction of Ms. Jill Sumter. All right, we are about ready to go here in just a couple of moments. The teams are heading out onto the court, and we will be underway here in what promises to be a good matchup here tonight between two teams kind of in the middle of the pack in the North Sound Conference. Turks coming in at an overall record of 4 wins, 8 losses, 1-2 in district. Coupeville 5 wins, 6 losses, and an identical 1-2 record in district. So these two teams right now, as far as standings, Kings is in first place, 4-0. Cedar Park Christian at 2-2. Granite Falls also at 2-2. Sultan and Coupeville, the teams here tonight, 1-2, and South Whitby is in bringing up the rear right now at 0-3. So opening tip underway, and here we go. Controlled, first of all, by the Wolves. Going to bring it down on a slow dribble drive, getting it set up here, and we are underway. Girls varsity action, Sultan versus Coupeville. Ball held by number 24, Lindsay Roberts.
Dan, you're really good at this.
Oh, man. Tell you, it was kind of tough getting here tonight, Dave, so I apologize for being so short. Shot from the corner, up, no good. Rebound by Coupeville, kicks it back out. And they'll set it up again. Out to Roberts, number 24 at the top of the key. Drops it inside to her teammate, number 14, up and no good, but she's fouled. Fouls on number 14. Emma Smith is fouled. She will shoot 2 and go to the line. Foul is on number 10 for the Lady Turks. Nina Frame, that's her first personal, just underway here. For those of you joining us, we appreciate you spending time here with us tonight on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. All right. Second shot. First one was no good. Second shot up and no good as well. So still 0-0, rebounded by the Lady Turks, and they're going to have their first time on offense. Number 2, Lindsay Fleming bringing up the ball. Passes over the corner to number 10, Nina Frame on the wing. Nina goes towards the middle, changes dribble, back out over to Fleming. Fleming to the top of the key. Shot up, no good by Amanda McKay, rebounded by the Wolves. Going the other direction down to number 14, Emma Smith. Kicks it over to number 3, Chelsea Prescott. Prescott brings it out almost to the center circle and setting things up, spreading things out for the Red Wolves. Over to number 14, Emma Smith. Smith dumps it in. Oh, that's a steal for the Turks. And it's going to go the other way. Recovered by number 15, Tori Mayer. Mayer sends it off to Fleming. Fleming slows it down, setting things up, loses her dribble. Going to go over to Frame. Frame down on the right wing. And we're going to have a foul. And it's going to be on the Wolves. Oh, I take that back. Offensive foul on number 10, Nina Frame. So she picks up 2 quickly. That could be an issue, Dave, later on in this game with 2 quick fouls on Miss Frame. All right, the Wolves are going to bring things up on a slow dribble drive brought up by number 2, Scout Smith, over to number 20, Avalon Reniger, and we've got a foul. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution coming in right now. Foul is on number 15 for the Turks. That was Tori Mayer. And coming into the game, number 12, Ashley Evans. Inbounding underneath over to number 3, hoists one up from third. Oh, no, that hits the cables on top of the backboard, and so that's out of play, out of bounds. So the Turks will take the ball inbound under the Wolves' goal. Oh, inbounds broken up by Smith, but out of bounds, retained by the Turks. Frame goes over to Fleming. Fleming, gets the ball stolen from her, but gets it back. Oh, no, diving on the ground, and we're going to have a jump ball here, and possession arrow goes towards the Turks. So we'll continue to hold on to that on that little skirmish there, and that'll change the arrow, so next time it will go the other direction for the Wolves. Fleming, inbounds to Fleming. Fleming double teamed in the back court, and she stepped on the line, and so that one will turn it over back to the Wolves. So far, no scores. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the first period. 0-0, first team looking to score, Sultan and Coupeville. Down low to Smith and Fleming. Number 2 versus number 2 there. And number 2, Fleming, got the better of that exchange, and the Wolves will inbound underneath. And it's going to stay with Black again. So again, for those of you at home, Coupeville in their road black uniforms, Lady Turks in their home whites. Over the corner, left dribble drive, back kicks it up to the top of the key, down low, and we're going to have a foul. That could be on Frame, possibly.
Wow, that'd be her third already.
That would be 3. We'll have to see. No, got lucky on that one. 12. Foul is on Evans. Ashley Evans, that is her first, so you're right, Dave. That would have been 3 on Frame. That would have been pretty devastating here this early on in the game. Evans playing some hard defense underneath, fronting her opponent. Kicks over on the right-hand side, just outside the arc. Stolen by Fleming. She's going to go all the way, coast to coast, up, and just a little too hard off the back. And we've got a foul. So it appears that Fleming was pushed slightly as she was attempting that shot, and she's going to go to the line to shoot too. 5:25 remaining here in the first. 0-0 still Sultan and Coupeville, but Sultan with Fleming at the line. Oh, and still no score. Fleming will have one more shot. Lindsay settles in for the second one, up and no good as well. So, and Coupeville player hits the deck and touches the ball. It goes out, and so the Turks will retain possession on their own side. Got a substitution coming in for the Turks. Number 23, Kiana Kendall, into the game.
So 5:23 left in the first, and we are 0.
0-0. Both teams, either team looking for a bucket so far. So it's been some good defense, a little sloppy ball handling, some turnovers, a little early jitters, I think, for both teams. They're going to kind of feel each other out and get into a rhythm here. But yes, neither team has cracked a point yet. Coupeville bring it down, kick it over on the left side at the wing. Dribble drive, right hand, going towards the middle, and that's a turnover back to the Lady Turks. Inbounded by Amanda McKay, number 24, back to Fleming. Fleming in the backcourt. Receives some light pressure as she breaks across the midcourt stripe. Over to McKay, and McKay loses the handle, so another turnover going the other direction. Back and forth, back and forth. turnover. So the Wolves will inbound on the side. And it's going to be out number 2, Scout Smith, going to bring the ball up. She's a 5'7" junior point guard. Over to number 3, Chelsea Prescott. Prescott goes over to her teammate number 14, down to number 3. Bad turnover. And Kiana Kendall's going to bring it up. Left-handed dribble drive. Over to McKay. McKay in the corner. Tries to dribble towards the middle, but bounces it off her foot. That's a turnover. Scout Smith going the other way for the Wolves. Up, no good. Rebound by the Turks. And back and forth we go. Still looking for first points. And, that was a blocking foul. Could have been close to a charge. Blocking foul, and she's going to go to the line. All right.
That's Grace, right?
That's Grace Tritchler, yes. Grace Tritchler is going to go to the line. Shooting 2 on the blocking foul by the Wolves. And the Turks, again, still looking for their first points of the game. Tritchler's up and good. Hey,
first blood.
We've broken the ice. The ice has been broken, right? Good deal. Tritchler gets the Lady Turks on the board. They lead 1-0. Second one up and good. And 2-0.
You know, that's her dad in her right there.
That is. That's right. Yep, Dad's watching. I see him down there on the left-hand corner, right by the door, watching his daughter play, getting ready for the boys' varsity game, which will be later this evening. Steal by Kendall, and then a foul. So turnover and foul. Foul's going to be on number 3, Chelsea Prescott. And I think that's timeout, Coupeville. So with 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, we've got a score of 2-0, Dave. It's a barn burner so far. Barn burner. Now, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong. The Pep Band is here tonight, but they've positioned themselves in the northeast corner. Aren't they usually in the southeast corner?
Well, you know, I was looking at this, and they also doubled their size, too.
Yeah, they got a lot.
One sliver.
Right, but typically they're over in the southeast corner, and tonight they're in the northeast corner. So I'm not sure what that means anything, but it just was an observation.
And they had to label everything so nobody got confused.
It was kind of one of those Seinfeld very obvious observations that we're known for here on TurkPride.tv, right? All right, into the game for the Turks. We've got number 3, Caitlin Gunderson's going to bring the ball up. Over to Tritchler. Tritchler drives to the middle, loses the handle. Prescott gets the ball, goes down, stops. Top of the key, hands off to number 20, Avalon Reniger. Reniger over in the corner to number 14, and that is Emma Smith. Up no good, and rebound by Evans. Evans back over to Gunderson. Gunderson's going to bring it up sharp, going over to Tritchler, drives the middle, and that's going to be a foul. I think it's going to be on number 20. Yes, foul is on number 20, Avalon Reniger, for the Wolves. And that is number 2 on Miss Reniger. And the Turks will inbound underneath.
We're pretty foul heavy already this week.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's been kind of a sloppy game so far. Lots of turnovers, lots of fouls, and you know, neither team really has. And nice shot. Evans up and deep underneath the basket, up and scores, and that's going to double the score and make the Turks up 4-0. And I don't think our scoreboard here at the gym has reflected that. Oh, now they're saying 2-2. I think they got the team wrong here. I think it should be 4-0, I believe, is the score. So they'll rectify that problem. McKay heads out. I think it's 4-0, not 2-2. All right, anyway, back to action. Fleming over to Tritchler. Tritchler dribble drive down the right-hand side. Up scoops. No good. And Evans touches that and was last to touch it. It's going to go out of bounds and over to the Wolves. Okay, they got the scoreboard fixed now, David. 4-0. I know the points are happening fast and furious. It's kind of hard to keep up. You know, we've scored a whole 4 points here thus far in total between both teams. Number 14, Emma Smith's got it, dribbles to the middle, and we've got a foul. Ooh, that's an offensive foul on number 44 for the Wolves. That's Nicole Laxton. And it'll give the ball, turn the ball over to the Turks. Kiana Kendall up the right-hand side on the dribble drive there. Over to Fleming. Fleming on the wing, looking for somebody underneath. Gunderson drops away back to Fleming. Fleming to Kendall. Kendall from the corner. Up, no good. Rebound, Fleming. Ball did not hit the rim, so the clock continues to go down to 4 seconds. Kendall again. Up, misses as well, and the ball did not hit the rim during that. We had 2 air balls, so the shot clock continued to go, and that's why we had a shot clock violation. 30 seconds, turnover to the Wolves.
And that just means the ball turns over, right?
Just turns it over. Yeah, the ball's got to hit the rim for it to reset the shot clock. And there was 2 air balls, so it never did hit the rim, and the 30 seconds expired. Just turned the ball over. All right, Wolves bring it down. Number 14, Emma Smith, top of the key. Smith looking inside, forces a shot, forces one in there. Retained by number 3, Chelsea Prescott. Prescott stops, short jumper on the right side. No good. Rebound, Gunderson. Gunderson on a quick dribble drive coming the other way. Stops, drops it in underneath to Evans. Evans, nice fake. Stop, hip, jump, and a foul. It's going to be on number 44, I believe, again. Yes, number 44, Nicole Loxton. That's going to be her second. So, yeah, Dave, you're right. The fouls are piling up on both sides. We've got 5 on the Turks, 6 on the Wolves here, and we still got 2 minutes, just a little over 2 minutes remaining in the first. Evans, the lefty, up, no good. We have a couple substitutions coming in for the Wolves. Number 30, that is Izzy Wells, and number 12, Aya Lavelle, I believe is how we pronounce the young lady's name. Oh, Anya, excuse me, Anya Lavelle. Evans sets, shoots up, banks it off to the glass, and it's good. 5-0 Sultan. So the Wolves still looking for their first points, have put a good offensive pressure together, but just unable to get anything to drop thus far. That's another turnover. Grace Tritchler gets it. She's going to bring it up, looking for a teammate. Stops on the right wing, thinks about taking a three-pointer. Over the corner to Gunderson. Gunderson up, shot, hits the back rim. No good. Bounced and recovered by the Wolves. Going the other direction, number 14, Emma Smith. Brings it up. She's going to go up to the top of the key, almost to the midcourt stripe, and set things up. Over to the right, over the corner, number 12, Anya Lavelle. Lavelle back over in the corner to Prescott. Or excuse me, Emma Smith. Number 14, Smith. Ooh, the ball's going to be pretty high. Going to number 14, Lavelle. Lavelle, and shot, and that's an air ball. Going to turn it over to the Lady Turks. So about a minute, about $1:20 left here in the first. 5-0 Sultan. Fleming brings it up on a slow dribble drive down the right side. Changes hands, goes over to Kendall in the corner. Kendall thinks about it, stops, resets, shoots, air ball, rebound, Coupeville. Smith coming down on a slow dribble drive. Drops it inside to Smith. Smith goes to the hoop and is fouled. I believe we're going to have it on Kendall, my guess, number 23. Yes, foul is on number 23, Kiana Kendall. On the shot, that's going to be 2 for Scout Smith. The junior point guard for the Wolves steps to the line with 2 shots. And no good. Still looking for their first points, David. We might be able to make it through the first quarter without giving up a point.
Yeah, the score is crazy.
I know. It's just statistician's nightmare trying to keep up with all these points, right?
Both teams have more fouls than they do points.
I know they do. No good. So the Wolves still looking for their first points. Gunderson brings it up over on the wing to Tritchler. Tritchler thinks about changes direction, thinks better of it, goes over to Kendall over in the corner on the baseline, up to Fleming. Fleming outside the three-point mark. Tritchler drives to her right, over to the wing, back to Fleming. Fleming beyond the three-point arc, up no good. Rebound, Kendall up no good. Evans, number 12, rebound for the Lady Turks. So good offensive rebounding there for the Turks. Kendall's got the ball. 19 seconds, shot clock, game clock, one and the same. Underneath the Fleming, she's double teamed, up, no good. 13 seconds remaining here in the first. Wolves push it down the field, down the court. Oh, and a rejection.
D9.
Shot, that's good. So just as the quarter expires, in dramatic fashion, the Wolves get on the board and score 3 points to bring them within 2 at the end of 1. We've got the score Sultan 5, Coupeville 3.
I'd like to see Churchler take a few more shots.
Yeah,
she's got a good aim.
She does. She's been very aggressive, dribbling very well. She's got the ability to dribble with either hand. I've seen her change right and left-handed. And, the Turks are moving the ball well, but just neither team is really able to get the ball to drop. They're getting shots. They're not really poor quality shots. However, what's really handicapped both these teams, Dave, is just the turnovers. There's been just a ton of turnovers in that first quarter. Really sloppy play. A lot of personal fouls, a lot of turnovers. Coaches are going to need to talk with their players to kind of tighten that up here so that we can get things going. First quarter's over. Jitters should be over. Hopefully they can settle in and both teams play a little cleaner basketball.
It's almost like they were just passing to the other team.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a street ball game out there. Steal, run down, run back. So
I'll tell you what, this one ref seems a little no nonsense. He's calling most of the penalties here tonight. So, all right, and the clock sounds. That means we're ready for second quarter action here at Sultan. We're glad that you joined us. Any of fans joining us from Coupeville? I know for Coupeville fans, this actually hopefully would work out really well because you don't have to take the ferry on a Friday night. You can be here. You can watch and support your children and grandchildren and friends, neighbors, things like that here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. All right, the Wolves have the ball. Number 14, Emma Smith on a dribble drive. Going to give it over to number 12, Anya Lavelle. Steal. Beautiful steal.
Gunderson's playing some good heady basketball out there tonight. I've been impressed by her hustle thus far. Fleming, McKay to Evans deflected, partially blocked, and then she commits a foul. That's going to be on number 12, Ashley Evans, and that's her second, I believe. No, first. Yes, it is her second. All right, so Evans takes a seat. Coming in for the Lady Turks, number 30, Abby Owens, replacing Evans. Good pressure in the backcourt. Fleming on Scout Smith. Smith breaks it over to number 14, and that's a foul on Smith. So Smith hit that dramatic three-pointer there right before the end of the first quarter. Will go to the line for the Wolves with a chance to tie this thing up at 5.
Well, drains the first one.
There we go. They're within one.
Drains two.
There we go, and we are tied. Over to Trichler in the corner. Looking for somebody down low. Fleming. Over to Gunderson to McKay. And up shot, no good. Rebound, Fleming. Trichler, nice save. Back to Gunderson. Trichler on the left side. Dribble drive going towards the lane. Top of the key. Stops. Gunderson. Nice pressure by the Wolves. Turks are just not able to find the open person. McKay turns, shoots up, good. Amanda McKay with a nice turn shot, gets a nice bounce off the back iron, and good. 7-5 Turks. Drives the middle, lost the handle. Prescott loses the handle. McKay with a steal. Gunderson calls the play, drops down below to McKay. She's open for the shot, up and good. So two in a row. Both teams are starting to warm up here, Dave, in the second quarter, like we talked about. I think they're starting to get settled in a little bit. Scout Smith turning over in the corner.
Oh,
three-pointer.
That's two for her.
Emma Smith hits another one, so both teams starting to shake the rust off and starting to get serious about scoring some points here. We're now, both teams have more points than they have fouls.
Hey.
There we go.
That's a milestone.
That's a milestone. Steal by And shots up, no good. Into the game for the Wolves, number 33, Jakenya Hoskins. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, we didn't see her at all first quarter.
No, Hoskins, this is her first action that she has seen this evening and was involved in that last play. Gunderson drops it in to Owens. Owens down to McKay. McKay over to Trichler. Trichler stops, pops, no good. Rebound by number 14, that's Smith.
Watch her, she's the three-pointer.
Yeah, Smith has established herself as kind of the leader out there for the Wolves. It's up at the point, dropping it inside to number 3, Chelsea Prescott. Yeah, it's going to be 1-1, so they are in the bonus now, and she will shoot 1-1.
Nice.
There we go.
And she missed it.
And she missed it. Wolves inbound underneath their own goal. Scout Smith the top. Over to Smith. Dribble drive up underneath. Oh! Rebound. That's Prescott. And she is fouled. So definitely, Dave, I'm seeing Coupeville's picking up the pace. Definitely big change from the first period now to the second period.
Yeah, this is a different team. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they've just they looked very timid, and they've definitely gotten a lot more aggressive here thus far in the second period. Shot is up by Prescott, Chelsea Prescott. It is good, and that ties us. That knots the game at 9 apiece. Prescott takes the second shot, dribbles a couple, 3 times, shoots up and no good. Off the back iron, rebound by Trichler. Trichler gonna bring it up, looking down court, seeing if she can find a teammate. Setting things up, kind of gets tangled up there a little bit. Nina Frame back into the game. Trichler from the corner, that's no good. And a whole host, half of the players out on the court all dying for the ball. Looks like a rugby scrum out there or something. All right, and possession goes to the Turks underneath. And McKay inbounds it. She's going to kick it out to number 10, Nina Frame. Fleming to Trichler. Trichler over to McKay. McKay stops, shoots, that's no good. Owens, and the clock expires. So now we've had 2 times, Dave, the late Turks have turned the ball over because they were unable to get a shot up within the 30-second time clock. A couple of shots, but they both missed the iron, didn't touch anything, so clock continues to run and expired. All right, turns the ball over, back to the Wolves. They're going to bring it up. The score tied here at 9-9, halfway through the second period. Smith, number 14, stops, loses her dribble, jump, no good, and touched, and that's going to be kept by Black, touched last by number 10, Nina Frame, out of bounds. So the Wolves will inbounds underneath. It's going to be number 3, Chelsea Prescott, inbounding for the Wolves. Screen, looking for a teammate. 1, 2, 3, 4, into traffic. Stolen by Trichler. Trichler gets it away over to Fleming. Fleming down past the half-court line, back to Owens. Owens brings it up. Top of the key, stop, shoots, no good. Rebound by Hoskins, but I think we got an over-the-back foul. Yeah, Hoskins with a foul, over the back penalty. That is her first. Yeah, 3:43 remaining here in the second. Score still tied, 9-9. McKay goes to the line for the Turks, shooting 1-1.
Oh, that
no
hurt.
good. But she got her own rebound. Nice hustle there by Ms. McKay. Nina Frame over to Kiana Kendall, up shot, no good. Rebound by Evans. Evans gonna pass cross court, but touched last by Fleming and out of bounds. Possession stays with the Wolves. And we got timeout, Lady Turk. So with 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the second period, the score is all tied, 9-9.
Sponsor time.
Sponsor time.
Sponsor
Do
time.
we have some announcements here?
You know, I'm not sure if I pulled them out of the box.
Let's see here. Well, you know, we've got our longtime sponsors, Windmill Espresso.
Oh yes, Windmill.
We've got, you know, Dave. You've never spent any money there, have you?
Never a penny.
Never a penny.
Yeah.
It's the Dave. They should name a drink after you and your wife for that place. You know.
Hear that, Trenda? That's a fact.
The moon.
Over the moon.
Over the moon, or moon over the coffee, or something like that. I don't know, but I as I come to work in the morning, I either see you or your wife there every day, pretty much.
And if you drive by twice, probably twice.
Probably twice. That's right. Hoskins. Evans. Smith from beyond the arc. Ball's up, no good. But that's going to be touched last by the Wolves. It's going to go over to the Lady Turks.
I believe Jen is listening to us from Vegas.
And you know, I was just going to say that. I wanted to wish her the best. Jen's unable to be here with us tonight. Jen, we appreciate you tuning in. We miss you, and look forward to your safe return. Trichler, top of the key over to Fleming. Kendall's trying to give her a screen, didn't see it. Trichler, that's stolen by Hoskins. Hoskins, dribble drive's going to pull up, give it to her teammate, number 20, who's going to stop, pop, shoot, no good. Rebound, Kendall. Almost has a collision there with number 14, Emma Smith, but she's able to avert that. And it gets to Nina Frame as she brings it up on a slow dribble drive. Over to Amanda McKay. McKay over to Fleming. Fleming beyond the arc. Up, shoots, no good. Bounce off the back iron. Rebound by Trichler. Trichler into the middle. Back to Frame. Frame from that's a 2-point shot. No good. Great offensive rebounding by the Lady Turks. So boy, they're really getting their chances. They're just not able to get them to fall.
Well, it's a good thing they're being very aggressive tonight. If they weren't, these guys would be walking all over them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Black is super aggressive.
Yeah, I think that, you know, both teams definitely have picked the intensity up significantly here in the second period, which was pretty sloppy, fairly tentative by both sides. Drops in underneath Chelsea Prescott. Prescott up, no good. Rebound, Kendall. Kendall gives it to Frame. So a minute 47 remaining here in the second. Frame over to Trichler on the left wing outside the arc to McKay. McKay back to Frame. Frame over to Fleming. Fleming shoots up, no good. Rebound, Wolves, number 15. That's Tina Wurzrainer. Prescott, number 3's got the ball tied up. And back to Smith. Smith tied up. So Turks being very aggressive right now on the defensive end. And that's jump ball. McKay interjects herself there and ties up and the Wolves are going to retain possession. Oh, Evans was not paying it. She's like, I'm not even looking. She's like, what was that one? She was not looking at all.
And you see Grace caught herself. She was going to try to grab it. And
it was.
She decided just, hey,
it about hit somebody in the front row over there because she didn't even attempt because she didn't see the ball coming. Oh, that's a steal by Hoskins. And McKay jumps in. Oh, bodies are flying on the floor. Ooh, it's getting a little rough and tumble out
there. It's like we watched JV the first period, and now we're on to varsity.
Exactly. McKay's just been all over the place, man. She's just diving on the ground and just playing very aggressively out there.
Kay's a senior this year, isn't she?
No,
11th grader.
11th grade junior, so we'll get to see her one more year. Steal by Frame comes out of and then it's a steal by tied up, and it's a jump ball for Smith. So possession is going to go to the Lady Turks. Their turn to keep that. Back in the day, we used to do jump balls on that every time, but it just got too time consuming. So they went to the arrow thing to cut down on the jump balls. Trichler from beyond the arc. 3 points good.
Nice. She needs to do that every time.
Nice shot by Trichler.
And for the most part, they leave her unguarded outside.
Yeah, that shot's open. If she can hit it, She's going to make them pay with that shot. They're going to have to be honest and play up on her. Prescott shot, and she's going to be fouled. It could be on Kendall, or it could be on Frame. We'll see. That's on Frame. That's her third. I think that's 3. The announcer, Matt Keeler, said second personal, but I believe it is 3. Well,
oh, they just changed the board to 2.
Well, then maybe we had an error earlier on, because I could have sworn that she had 2 penalties or 2 fouls early on in the first, but maybe not. Official scorebook, they have the official scorebook, and we do not. Prescott misses the first one. She's going to shoot a second. Coupeville trailing now in this game by 3, 12-9. Shot is up and good. 12-10. And Fleming brings it up the left side. Good pressure put on there by Scout Smith. Drops in underneath. Oh, stolen. Nope, it's stolen back. Over to Kendall. Kendall. Trichler's open, but she decides to take a step inside of the arc. Fleming's got the ball over to Trichler. Trichler dribble drive into the key. Over to McKay. McKay, stop, pop, bang! Amanda McKay, the left-hander. That's a great shot in close, and with being left-handed, you get a good angle on the hoop, and she dropped it. Hoskins inside, shot goes up, no good. Rebound McKay, and it's halftime. And at the halfway point, we've got a good one, David. Sultan Turk, Lady Turks 14, Wolves 10.
Wow, that was exciting.
It was.
Great.
It was a very quick, very fast-paced, and as we looked at these two teams, talked about in the open, both teams pretty similar records, right in the middle of the pack as far as their records at 1 and 2. They're kind of looking to see somebody can break out of this one. Because as I'm looking at the standings right now in the North Sound Conference, again, Kings sitting there at 4-0. It's going to be real tough to knock them off. But then you got a lot of folks right in the middle of the pack. Cedar Park Christian at 2-2, Granite Falls at 2-2, and then both Sultan and Coupeville, they're here tonight at 1-2. So you got 4 teams that are just like right there battling for second place. Other games going on tonight in the North Sound Conference. South Whitby is at Cedar Park Christian and Kings at Granite Falls. So big game for the Tigers to see if they can kind of try to pull themselves, and as well as the Cedar Park, to see if they can solidify themselves in second place, and these teams battling for third.
It's too bad none of those other schools stream, because we could check in on them.
Yeah, we could. Now I think we'll check. I think Max Preps was going to have one reporter at the Kings game, I think. They were going to report at Kings game, so we could check in on Kings and Granite Falls and have you an update for that on the backside when we return. So, again, first half in the books. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Let's say you're driving along in Washington on Highway 2 and you find yourself in Sultan. Better yet, you live here. It's the home of the Turks, by the way. And you realize you haven't had a hot cup of coffee today. That's okay. Just drive east and look for the giant windmill located on the east end of Sultan. Even voted the best coffee in Sky Valley. It's a simple formula. Windmill plus hot coffee equals a happy you. Windmill Espresso, proud sponsor of the Sultan Turks. Let's say you're driving along in Washington on Highway 2 and you find yourself in Sultan. Better yet, you live here. It's the home of the Turks, by the way. And you realize you haven't had a hot cup of coffee today. That's okay. Just drive east and look for the giant windmill located on the east end of Sultan. Even voted the best coffee in Sky Valley. It's a simple formula. Windmill plus hot coffee equals a happy you. Windmill Espresso, proud sponsor of the Sultan Turks.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the clock winds down here and the warm-ups are now over, both teams are over getting their last-minute instructions from their respective coaches, and we will be underway with the third period here in just a moment. For those of you just joining us, first period was a little rough around the edges.
Yes,
a little rough around the edges, lots of turnovers, lots of fouls, very few points. Not the most exciting, but boy, second period, both teams really cranked it up, and intensity got a lot better. Ball handling got better. Point scoring got better. Just became a much more enjoyable period to watch. So I'm hoping that we can continue that here for the second half in what has been a very entertaining game thus far, with the Lady Turks at the halfway point, leading the visiting Coupeville Wolves 14-10.
Well, it was nice to see that the aggressiveness stepped up both sides.
It did.
Usually it's, one side starts to dominate over the other side.
Right.
But hands down, this was an equal second half.
I think both coaches were saying to their respective teams, it's like, come on, ladies, we need to pick it up here a little bit. All right, we're underway here. Wolves get the ball first. Number 14, Emma Smith, underneath to Scout Smith.
Now, help me out with basketball rules. Everybody's fouls reset, right, on the second half? There's
No.
no more personal? No?
No, it is a cumulative total. Five, and you are done.
Okay.
So, yeah, no reset. Woo, sorry about that, folks. A little technical difficulty there. Dropped the microphone.
She misses the first.
No, she missed the first one. And she makes the second. 14-11, Sultan. Fleming brings the ball up the right side. Stops, over to Frame, back to Fleming into McKay drops it into number 15, Tori Mayer, and she is fouled, and Mayer will go to the line to shoot two. And the foul is on number 2, Scout Smith. That is her first. Mayer's first shot up and good. And second shot off the back iron, no good. And Smith shoots and Smith rebounds. Scout Smith, number 2 in the top. Overshot is up, no good, and taken away. Laxton has it, and it's going to be Smith. That's an over the back. So that's going to be turned over to the Lady Turks on the side. Trickster will inbound for the Lady Turks. To Fleming to Frame back to Fleming, and inside Laxton with the steal, and Emma Smith's going to bring the ball up, number 14 for the Wolves. Over to number 20, Avalon Renninger. Chelsea Prescott, number 3, Laxton, number 44. Over to Renninger stops. That's inside the arc. That's 2. The foot was inside the arc. That's 2 points. So 15-13 now. The Bulls pull within 2. Mayer over to Frame. She's inside the arc. Up, no good. Battling, and Renninger with the rebound. Brings it up to the left side and pulls up. Oh, that's a travel. She was going to pass, and then she thought, no, I'll keep going, and then she realized, I'm taking too many steps now. Yeah, you got to do one or the other, but not both. All right, it's going to be inbounds by the score table for the Lady Turks. Frame inbounds to Gunderson. Gunderson back over to Frame. Frame to Trichler, top of the key. Looking. Back over to Frame. Frame's inside the arc. Back to Trichler.
Trichler dribble drives into the key, stop, pop, bang.
Point on.
2 points. Trichler, 17-13. Smith to Renninger, Renninger to Smith, Smith to Prescott. Prescott inside to Smith, the other Smith. Too many Smiths, they have 2 Smiths. Emma Smith and Scout Smith. I don't think they're related to. The young ladies don't look that similar. One has red hair and one has dark brunette hair, but they could be. But again, Smith's a pretty popular surname, so, you know. All right. Gunderson brings the ball up. Over to Frame. Frame down to McKay. McKay back out to Frame. Frame over to Trichler. Trichler to Gunderson. Gunderson to McKay. McKay open. Stop. Pop. No good. Rebound. Evans. Nice hustle by Evans. Back to Trichler. Trichler stops. Over to Gunderson. Gunderson steps inside the arc. Shoots. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound by Trichler. She's up. No good. Battle for it underneath. And we have a foul. Foul, yes. I think it's going to be on number 44. Yeah, 44, Nicole Laxton. I believe that's her 3rd. And quickly Renninger comes in for Laxton. And Amanda McKay will inbound for the Lady Turks underneath their own goal. And up to Trichler. You know, just a little too hard. Nice play. And Emma Smith with the rebound, number 14 for the Wolves. Comes up on a dribble drive up the right-hand side. Goes to midcourt. Oh, that's a travel. Oh, that's a travel.
I even saw that.
Same thing. She's like, I was going to pass, and then I thought better of it, and then I realized I took one too many steps. And that's a turnover. And she knew it, too. All right, Gunderson's got the ball, number 3. Bring it up. Frame over on the right wing outside of the arc. To Trichler. Trichler steps inside the arc. Back to Frame. That's a 2-point shot. That's 2. One foot was inside the arc. One was outside the arc, but that is a 2-point shot. Nice one by Nina Frame. 19-13, so the Lady Turks starting to put a little bit of distance between themselves and the visitors. Smith. Smith is a senior. And over to the other Smith, Scout Smith, number 2, the junior. And Renninger and touches it and out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Lady Turks. So Emma Smith is out. And coming in to replace her is Hoskins, number 33. So Smith out, Hoskins in. Trichler on dribble drive. Oh, nice, right to the lane. Pretty much untouched. Timeout, Wolves. So the Turks definitely starting to turn it on here, Dave, a little bit. Got a pretty comfortable lead. Biggest lead of the game thus far at 21-13.
So Dan, let's talk sponsors.
Let's do that.
One of our longtime sponsors, Sky Valley Inc.
Yep.
They provided the entire TurkPride.tv crew with great polo shirts that say
Yes.
TurkPride.tv. I believe you have one, don't you?
I do have one,
Yeah,
yes.
They look nice.
Yes, they are nice.
Sultan High School Turk fan. It's Turk Fan Club now,
Turk
right?
Fan Club,
Turk Fan
yes.
Club.
They've changed their name slightly.
Yep, which is fantastic. So they actually provide food to all the crew.
The fan club is fantastic. Is that what you're saying, Dave?
That's
That's fantastic. All right. All right, the ball goes over to the Wolves. Number 3, Chelsea Prescott brings it up on a slow dribble drive down midcourt. Prescott over to Smith, Scout Smith, number 2, over to the left side. Guarded closely by Gunderson. Over to number 15, that's Tia Wasrainer, I believe is how you pronounce her name. Yes, Tia Wasrainer. And the foul is on number 24, Amanda McKay. That's her second or third? Second. There we go. And it sends Prescott to the line. And good. Kendall comes in for Frame for the Lady Turks. Prescott's going to shoot the second shot. And it's good. Kendall, number 23, brings it up. Renninger's got the ball to Scout Smith. Smith brings it over, hands to Prescott. Renninger breaking underneath. Gets the ball out on top of the key. Into Hoskins. Hoskins was Rayner, and no good. Hoskins with the rebound. And there's a... And it's going to be retained by the Lady Turks. Scout Smith, number 2, brings it up on a slow dribble drive. Goes to her left and untouched. She's going to go low, and that's fouled. Fouled by number 23, Kiana Kendall. And Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. So 2:23 remaining. Currently 21-15 Sultan, but Coupeville with an opportunity to cut that, trim that lead down just a bit. That's no good. First shot. Coming in, number 2, Lindsay Fleming for Amanda McKay. Smith steps to the line for the second shot. And it's up and no good. Rebound by Kendall. And everybody retreats to the other end. No pressure in the backcourt. Kendall over to Tritchler. Tritchler dribbles to her left, dribbles to her right, gets tied up. And we've got a foul. It's going to be on number 2, I believe, Scout Smith. I believe that will be her second. Out of bounds, retained by the Turks. Lindsay Fleming over to Tritchler. Tritchler shoots, no good. Rebound, Renninger. And number 14, Emma Smith, is back in for the Wolves. Number 2, Scout Smith, top of the key. Over to Prescott. Prescott to Renninger. And Smith, 14 up, gets her own rebound, shoots it up again, no good. And Hoskins with the rebound, so some nice offensive rebound by the Wolves. And Prescott, and she's fouled and going to go to the line to shoot 2. 1:37 remaining here in the third. 21-15 Sultan. Prescott up, and first one is good. McKay back into the lineup for the Lady Turks, replacing Gunderson, number 3. Prescott, second shot up and good. So she hits 2 for 2, and that pulls them within 4. So Sultan looked like they might be running away with this thing here just a few minutes ago, and the Wolves have clawed their way back in it, trailing now by 4. Tritchler, top of the key. Wanting to get it down low to McKay, but she's well covered. Down to Kendall. Kendall over to McKay. There, you got her. No good. Hoskins, rebound. Oh, boy. Bodies are flying on the ground.
She hit hard.
Yeah, she did, but the arrow, possession arrow, is going to go towards the Lady Turks. And Mayer's going to come in for Evans. So Tori Mayer substituting for Ashley Evans. Renninger top of the key, covered by Tritchler. Gets it over to Scout Smith. Smith's going to take a left-hand dribble. Oh, it's foul. It's going to be on Fleming.
Dan, we need a bigger gym as I'm watching everybody walk, through the court.
It's tough, yeah. The stands come right up. Renninger blocked. Yeah, the stands come right up to basically almost the edge of the court here, Dave. Do you think a new gym is at a technology expenditure? It's an inside joke between Dave and I.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
All right. We can put all kinds of cool bells and whistles and techno gizmos in it and stuff like that.
Just buy a new big screen TV and build the gym around it.
Yes, I like it.
Nice.
Tritchler, nice shot. No good. McKay, nice rebound. And Hoskins down there battling hard underneath.
25 seconds.
Yep, 25 seconds remaining here in the third. Prescott dropping it in to Smith. Smith, no, that's no good. She did a little hop, skip, and a jump there before she did that. And so that field goal is no good. And it's going to stay at 21-17.
Now what do you do here? You just take it slow, no rush?
Yeah, one shot. Just kind of try to get one good shot here. Tritchler, oh, we got a foul. Thought maybe she had traveled as well, but looks like she got pushed. It's probably going to be on number 2, Scout Smith. That's her third. So Smith, the ball's going to be underneath. McKay's going to inbound. To Mayer. Mayer loses the handle, so 2 seconds. One, and no shot. All right, so at the end of 3, the score, Salt Lady Turks 21, Coupeville Wolves 17. Don't you go anywhere. We got an exciting fourth period right away. Dave, we got some more sponsors for us.
We do. Let's talk. Sultan Chiropractic. Dr. Koppel's been serving the Valley for many years. Sponsoring Turk Pride TV is just one of the many community programs he's gotten behind. Everyone should be pain-free according to Dr. Koppel, and he is accepting new patients. Speaking of Dr. Koppel and Debbie Koppel,
yes,
next month is the Community Service Awards.
Yes, that's on the 9th, is that right, I believe?
Yeah, Saturday the 9th. We will be bringing it live from TurkPride.tv.
There you go.
Yeah. Rico's Pizza up in Gold Bar. Be sure to mention you heard about them on TurkPride.tv. They like to hear that they're getting the value for their sponsorship dollars. Vic's Burgers. You guys, if you stayed through halftime, you saw one of our commercials was for Vic's.
Yes.
Pretty amazing. They do great. They do good food. Really good food. PC Search and Rescue 911, locally owned actually by one of our employees. Knowledgeable, affordable, dependable computer repair services serving Sultan, Startup, Gold Bar, Monroe, and Index. House calls, in-shop, and anywhere in the U.S. by remote. And when you need help fast, call Bob Beeman. Actually, this is who I send people to.
That's awesome.
When I don't have time to help somebody with their computer, I send them to Bob.
Send them to Bob. All right, great. We appreciate all the fine sponsors here on TurkPride.tv. Your home for all things Sultan Athletics. All right, here we go in the fourth period. McKay underneath to Tritchler. And back to McKay. McKay, nice shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by the Wolves and a tie-up. And it's going to stay with the Wolves. Possession arrow points their direction. Oh, I take that back. It was a penalty. It was foul. So it's on Kiana Kendall. She's going to step out. And Nina Frame will step in to replace her. And going to the line for the Wolves. Let's see, the young lady, I can't quite see her number because of her long hair.
She drains it.
I believe it's number 30. There it is. Thank you. Thank you for turning. That's Izzy Wells. Izzy Wells at the line for the Wolves. She hits her first. She'll get a second shot here. Wells up and good. So she hits 2 for 2. And David Worthing too. Wow. We've got a 2-point game going on right here. So the Turks have definitely gone cold over about the past 4 or 5 minutes. And the Wolves keep the pressure on and draw within 2. McKay on the top wing on the right. Over to Fleming over on the other side. Dribble drive down the baseline. Baseline. Oh, yeah, off her foot, and it's going to be turned over to the Wolves. Smith to Smith, back to Smith, to Prescott. Oh, that's over and back. Oh, she knew that too.
Yeah, she's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, can't go front court then to the back court. That's what we call over and back. So that's silly turnover right there, and very advantageous for the Lady Turks. Lindsay Fleming brings the ball up, drives to the right, into the lane, no good. Rebound, Smith. Smith looking up court. Renninger to Prescott. Prescott too hard off the back iron, and a rebound for Fleming. Fleming is going to bring it up slow and set things up over to Frame. Frame outside the arc. Frame dribbles to her left, and we've got a foul. It's going to be on Prescott. No, I take that away. Foul is away from the ball. Foul is on number 15, Mayer. And that's her third. She's going to quickly step out, and Evans is going to come back in. Prescott over to Smith. Smith top of the key. Goes over to her left, down underneath the Renninger. Renninger on the baseline, looks, back over to Smith. Smith got a pick, gonna roll to her right, stop on the edge of the free throw line, and two-point shot, and we're tied.
Second time this game, we're tied.
21-21. Evans, dribble drive to her left, stop, shoots, no good, rebound, Smith. Smith holds it. Renninger, left-hander, drives, shot, harshly blocked by Tritchler. Rebound by the Wolves, back out to Smith. Smith over to Renninger. Renninger again on the left side. Dribble drive and shot clock violation. So Turks have had two of those, one now for the Wolves. That happens again, you get 30 seconds. The ball does not hit the backboard or the rim. It continues to go until it is expired and you turn the ball over. So that's what happened there. All right. And we got a little discussion here. Okay. Lady Turk ball in backcourt. Gunderson brings it up. Timeout, Lady Turk. So with 5:35 remaining in the fourth, we are all tied, 21-21.
I'm going to blast through a couple more of these sponsors real quick.
Go for it.
Mountain View Diner and Gold Bar, new sponsor for as of last year. Mountain View sponsor.
They're just right across the street from me.
Oh, man.
I live right out there.
I got to hear all about the 5-egg omelet that Brian had.
Oh, man.
Weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good.
Lord Brian, yeah.
Yep. So, and there's also another way to support TurkPride.tv. Northwest Athletics, who's our league, right? Or manages our league.
Right.
How does that work? So they sell posters and look for sponsors for our school, but then they can also contribute a few extra dollars and get mentioned on TurkPride.tv. And some of those are Monroe Fireplace, Yo Fort Yogurt, Northwest Port Pain, East T Hardwoods, Monroe Family Dentistry, and Reardon Dodge.
There we go. Wow, that was quick. All right. And always remember, Dave, you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter, right? All right, we're back to action here. Oh, man. Bodies are flying all over the place. McKay and Smith collide with each other. It's going to be a foul on number 24, Amanda McKay. That is her third personal. That's going to send number 2, Scout Smith, to the line for the Wolves.
Uh-oh.
And the Wolves, I believe, take their first lead of the game.
First time this evening.
First lead of the game at 22-21. Wow. Turks have gone really cold. They've been stuck on 21 for quite a while. And Smith hits both of them. Wow, clutch shots. So 23-21.
Turks have gone just stone cold for about the past 5 to 7 minutes, and they need to get things going here. And the turnover, so. And Fleming's going to come back in. Oh, we got a timeout. Another timeout for the Lady Turks. No, that line was from Greece, I believe, where the principal was on making the announcements, and they said if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
That's awesome.
Yes. All right, so we're getting down to crunch time here in what has been a very entertaining game. Like I said, really slow start. First period was kind of a snoozer, kind of ho-hum, but boy, since then it has just been back and forth. That body's flying on the ground, a lot of aggressive play. Two pretty evenly matched teams, and that kind of, as the records were indicative of that, we kind of thought that we would have a good one tonight, and it has not disappointed thus far. All right. Teams return back to the court. 5:11 remaining. Turks trailing by 2, 23-21. And the Wolves will have the ball. Scout Smith, number 2, brings the ball up on a slow walking drive. Over to number 14, Emma Smith on the left. In the backcourt, she's got Prescott. Oh, and a turnover for the Lady Turks. Trichler brings it up. Driving coast to coast. Oh, nope. She pulls up, thought she was going to take that shot. Gunderson's going to find a shot. Oh, had a great opportunity, but just couldn't make it fall. And it's going to be Wolves' ball. So Gunderson had just an open shot and was just a little hard. Just not quite enough touch to get it to hang, and it goes off the back iron. So the result is a turnover to the Wolves. Emma Smith in the backcourt. Now we're putting some pressure on. Now you're seeing a little change. Lady Turks are putting on some pressure, trying to force some turnovers, and it worked. Renninger turns over the ball. So Dave, that's what that last timeout was about. Coach has basically told them we're going to start pressuring in the backcourt, start getting some turnovers, and it worked that time. Because they need something to spark them. They've been stuck on 21 here for quite some time. Gunderson shoots and no good. Rebound by Smith. And Smith are going to walk it up here. Smith on the right side, right wing, stops, looks underneath, nobody home. And that was a turnover, easy turnover for the Lady Turks. Evans hands it over to Gunderson. So Gunderson calls play number 1 as everybody goes down and gets in position. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth period. Fleming to McKay to the middle, stop, pop, no good, off the back iron. And there's McKay, there she is again, jumping on the ground. Well, I'll tell you, that young lady is not afraid to get dirty and jump on the ground. She is just tenacious out there on the defense. I mean, she is just, if there's a ball, she will be involved some way.
Tangled up in it,
She's tangled
on the ground.
Some way of trying to get her hands on that ball. She plays just tenacious defense. So 1 minute timeout, just under 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. In a game I have a feeling David's going to go right down to the wire. So Dave, immediately, well not immediately, but later tonight, the boys play, correct? Boys varsity?
Boys follow up right after this game. They, I want to say 7:45. Now, it's going to be a quiet game. We're not going to have any talent on air.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different.
It is.
You just get to watch
You don't have to listen to me drone on and on and on, you know? You're probably like, thank goodness, that guy's gone. That guy's out of here.
We have a couple of producers here tonight, but neither one of them are comfortable going
We're going to get
down
some, yep. So you'll be able to see the game, but not hear the game.
Not hear the game. Well, maybe we'll turn up the crowd mic a little bit.
Yeah, let's turn up the crowd. Oh, man. Nice hustle there by Smith. Smith brings it up. Backcourt pressure applied by Fleming. Needs a little help, she said. Oh, we got it. That's a charge. Oh, a technical foul.
For slamming her hand down, huh?
Yeah, she got upset with the call or with herself. I'm not sure which, but they called an offensive foul. She slapped her hand pretty hard against the floor, and the back official called a technical foul against number 14, Emma Smith. So, boy, in a tight game like this, Dave, that exchange right there, depending on what happens, could be crucial.
How many shots does she get?
She gets 3. Tritzler hits the first. Hits the second. I apologize, two shots. Just 2. So, but she hits both. And it is 23-23, all knotted up, and the Lady Turks get the ball. And we're having a little conversation. Having a little conversation at the table. All right, we're good. Official is satisfied with what she got as far as a explanation. Kiana Kendall with the ball, top left-hand side over to Tritzler. Tritzler looking for somebody open down below. Pretty well covered in the zone defense by the Wolves. Over to Kendall. Kendall shot up short. And Renninger is on the line, out of bounds, so the Lady Turks retain possession. But again, ball did not hit the rim. We got 15 seconds now on the clock. 1-5. McKay inbounding it. Clock will start when they touch the ball. Tritzler. Tritzler stops, pops, no good. Rebound by the Wolves, but it's out of bounds, and the Lady Turks do get a clock reset now with 29 seconds remaining on the clock. 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the game clock. McKay underneath inbounds, looking for somebody, looking. Over to Tritzler. Tritzler turns, backs her way in, oh, nope, she was in the key. Her pivot foot was stuck inside the key for 3 seconds, and they called it a good call there and turns the ball back over to the Wolves.
Coach doesn't like that.
Yeah, coach complained a little bit, thought that her pivot foot was outside of the key, but the official called that, so we play on. Renninger over to Smith. Smith back to Renninger. Renninger over to Prescott. Prescott looking underneath for Smith. There she is. Shot up and good. All right, so Smith hits one. She's definitely been the key for the Wolves tonight. Kiana Kendall brings it up over to Amanda McKay. McKay looking for somebody. Nobody underneath. Got to force up a bad shot. And ball turns over to Black. So Smith's underneath there. And everybody's okay.
It's like London Bridge action out there.
Yeah, Renninger over to Prescott. Prescott to Renninger. Renninger on the wing, gives up her dribble to Scout Smith underneath. Smith brings it back up towards the top of the key. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Smith loses it temporarily, regains. Renninger, we got 10. Oh, surprised Kendall didn't get called there for a foul. Smith looking for a spot. Oh, she finds an opening, but no good. Misses it. Rebound, McKay. Turks got lucky there. Kendall could have easily been called for a foul, but got away with that one.
Plenty of time.
Fleming, short rebound. Tritzler, but tangled up with Smith, and they're going to call Smith for the personal. Foul is on number 14, Emma Smith. That is her 4th. But again, Just 2 minutes remaining, so unless we go into overtime, probably not going to be a huge thing.
Grace is deadly at the line.
Yeah, she is very good free throw. So, right down the stretch here, her free throw shooting has been the key for the Lady Turks, because they've had a hard time scoring here in this second half. And she hits them both. 25 apiece. Scout Smith finding Emma Smith underneath. They're thinking a little bit more about it, though. Trichler, Smith tied up, kicked out of bounds. And the Wolves retain possession. $1:43 remaining. Renninger brings it inbounds to Smith. Smith up, shot, and it's good. So 27-25. Fleming down to McKay. McKay to Trichler. Trichler, she's been the hot hand for the Turks. Forces up a bad shot, rebounded by the Wolves. Prescott kicks it out to Scout Smith. Backcourt pressure by Trichler and McKay. McKay pops it loose, but it's popped loose by McKay, touched last, and the Wolves retain possession. $1:20, 1-2-0 here remaining in the fourth period. Coupeville leading Sultan 27-25. Prescott, pressure applied by McKay, still in the backcourt. Oh, that's a turnover. Official was in the way, but that's part of the field of play. So unfortunate turn for the Wolves, but the Lady Turks will take it. And to get the ball back with $1:11 left, 27-25. Coupeville. Kendall lobbing it underneath. Oh, nobody home. Nobody home there. Fleming really, I don't think, was expecting that, and the pass was high from Kendall. So turned over, timeout, Lady Turks. So $106.06 remaining on the clock. Coupeville, the visitors, the Wolves leading the hometown Lady Turks 27-25. Wow, it's a pretty exciting game.
Wow. It sure is. Is this Rat?
Yes.
Is it? It's Rat?
No, Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it, yeah. Yeah, Twisted Sister. Yes, it is.
Think you ever thought that? Yeah.
Mr. Sister.
Right.
What is that pin on your uniform? What's that Twisted Sister? What do you want to do with your life? I want to rock.
Oh, man.
Oh, the 80s. I miss the 80s.
I miss the 80s, too.
Miss the big hair 80s. All right, we're back to action here. $1:06 on the clock. Wolves are going to inbound underneath. Pressure. Kiana Kendall hassling the inbound play. Renninger drops it over to number 30. Hands it over to Smith. Smith over to the other Smith. Scout Smith brings it up on the right side. Dribble drive, pressure applied by Fleming. Fleming pops it loose. Renninger gets it back. 14 seconds on the clock. Good defensive pressure by the Turks. They're playing really hard. And we're going to jump on the ground. And where's the possession arrow? Possession arrow points towards White. So the Turks get a turnover. 41.6 seconds remaining, trailing by 2. And another timeout for the Turks. So
it's a nail biter.
It is.
So we do not have player of the game certificates.
Okay.
But you are welcome to call a player of the game, and we will make sure she gets a certificate.
I think that. So I get the one vote. I get to play king. And
you're king.
I get to play the king.
King of player of the game.
There's 2 young ladies that really come to mind. And the 2, like I said, 2 young ladies for 2 kind of different reasons. One on the defensive side, one on the offensive side. But I think I'm going to have to go. My player of the game has really kept them in here in the second half. Grace Trichler. Her free throw shooting, their offense just kind of died, and she was able, with her free throw shooting, to give them a spark and keep them in this game. So Grace Trichler is my TurkPlay.tv player of the game. Congratulations to Grace. All right, 41 seconds remaining. 41.6 to be exact. Amanda McKay inbounds the ball. Over to Fleming. Fleming. Backcourt pressure now by the Wolves as well. Oh, nobody home. Nobody home. That could have been for Evans, could have been for Kendall, but neither of them were looking. And so it's turned over to the Wolves, 34.1 seconds. Smith inbounding, full court pressure by the Lady Turks. And it's got into Prescott. Prescott over to Hans. And Evans is on her. And no, she dribbles it out of bounds, turns it over. So 27.9 seconds remaining. So turnover. I think they're a little nervous out there, Dave. It's a tight game. And it's like, I don't want the ball. I don't want to take that last shot. Who's going to have the courage to take that shot, you know? Who's going to step up? Gunderson's got it, pushing it hard. She's going to dribble drive down the lane. Up and good! Yeah! Up and good. Nice running shot by Gunderson. Ties up the score, 17.3. Full court pressure. Smith has got it over to Scout Smith. That's a foul on Fleming with 10.3. So both teams in the bonus. She will shoot. So the foul is on Fleming. It's going to be 2 shots. Now Smith hit both of her shots when she was at the line last time, just a bit ago. So we'll see how this young lady does under a real pressure situation with a loud crowd. 2 shots. She hit it. Not cleanly, but she hit it. Rattled around in there a little bit, but it counted. She'll have 1 more to go. We got a timeout.
So Coupeville called that timeout.
I believe they did, yes. So I think what they're going to talk about is what they're going to do on defense after this shot.
Get the ball and sit on it, right?
Well, this will be, it depends. If she makes it, it's Turk ball. If she misses, it's whoever gets the rebound. So it kind of remains to be seen who's going to be on offense. But I think both coaches are going to say, if we get the rebound, this is what we're going to do. If we don't get the rebound, this is what we're going to do. So they're both trying to plan ahead whether they're going to be on offense or defense, because 10.1 seconds goes very, very quickly. Really what comes down to this free throw here. If she scores this, then I think what you try to do is you try to go for the tie and shoot for it, get down and get a decent shot for a 2-pointer. If she misses, then a 2-pointer wins it for you. All right, but that's why we play the games. We're going to be out. 10 seconds remaining here in the timeout measure, and both teams are bidding back out onto the floor. Scout Smith, number 2, the junior for the Wolves, who's had a nice game tonight, is going to get 1 more shot. She steps to the line. Shot is up and good. She hit them both. Wow. 4 pressure free throws by Scout Smith here in the last part of this fourth quarter.
10 seconds.
Full court pressure. 8. Fleming, they don't want to foul. Underneath the Kendall to Trichler. Trichler to McKay. McKay shot goes up, no good.
No!
Oh! And that is the ball game. Wow. They couldn't have got any closer than that. We had a chance. McKay had a pretty good looking shot there from about 12 feet out. It bounced off the back iron and just would not drop. So the Turks fall to the Wolves on the short end of a 29-27 ball game. Wow. Darn it. That was a really close game. I think the Lady Turks have nothing to feel bad about. They put up a great effort out there. Great intensity, really played hard, and just came up just short.
Barely.
Short. But again, Grace Trichler is our TurkPlay.tv player of the game. We'll be sure that she gets her certificate and Windmill Espresso coupon, right, Dave?
Yep, congratulations.
That's right, congratulations.
Make sure you get it.
To Grace. Yeah, very deserving. And, like I said, lots of good play on both sides tonight. I was very impressed with both of the Smiths, number 14, Emma Smith, number 2, Scout Smith. And then, again, just some great play from Lady Turk. So congratulations to the visiting Wolves on a good win, hard-fought win. And then we're going to turn our attention to the boys Boys are taking the court here. The Turks are out warming up, and it looks like the Wolves are getting ready to wade their way through the crowd, do their warm-ups, and they'll be underway about 7:45, I believe, isn't it, Dave?
Yep. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to stop this stream.
Okay.
And then probably in about 10 minutes, the producers will start the next stream, the
there we
boys
go.
stream, and it's a silent stream. So
okay.
I'm going to get Nicholas here to at least jump on the stream and talk a little bit. And
Nicholas is the man.
Nicholas and Nathan. At least introduce themselves.
Yeah.
And introduce the game, right? Right?
There you go.
He's
Yeah.
ignoring me.
Nicholas, don't be shy, my man.
Nicholas, you're on air here shortly, buddy.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Give it a try. You might have fun before you're done.
For the boys basketball game.
There you go.
It's deer in headlight right there.
No,
okay.
it's all good.
I'm Dave Moon.
I'm Dan Dollar. It's been a pleasure. And enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the game. And again, the ladies come up. Oh, just a hard fought heartbreaker. Short by 2, 29-27.